Okay, so we talked about discriminant. So discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, which is under the radical, right? And then with discriminant, you can determine the number of the roots, all right? So look at this one, guys. Look at the question. Determine the number of roots without solving or graphing. So what they didn't ask you find the solution. They didn't ask you how many x-intercepts, or they didn't ask you graph the function. They didn't do anything. What? They just ask you how many solutions are there. Then what? We are just using discriminant because that's short and easy, right? So look at this. A equals 1. B equals negative 4. C equals 3. And I just want to know my number of solutions, so I'm going to use discriminant. Alright? So my D, that is b squared minus 4ac. We know that, right? And negative 4 squared minus 4ac, right? And that is 16 minus 12. Then what do you get? You get 4, right? Is that positive, 0, or negative? 4's positive, right? Positive, then how many zeros? How many zeros for positive? Positive, then what? 2 real zeros. So it has 2 real zeros, like this. That's it. Okay, you're just checking b squared minus 4ac, and we're just like determine number of solutions because they didn't ask you find the solution. They don't want to know what is the solution of the equation. They just want to know how many solutions, right? And also, you can think about the graph shape, right? We are not graphing exact form, but look, A is positive, right? And your D, you have 2 real zeros, so graph looks like this, right? I don't know like what's the solution, but anyway, the graph passing through x-axis twice, right? Like this, twice, here, right? And then let's look at number 2. Number 2. So for this one, my A, because this one's negative, so you can convert it to the positive A, that doesn't matter. So then let's change it. X squared minus 2x plus 3 equals 0, right? And then my discriminant, that is b squared minus 4ac. So b is negative 2 minus 4ac, right? Then that's negative 2 squared. Parenthesis squared, so turn to positive, so it's 4. And minus 4 times by 3, then that is 12, which is negative 8, right? Then what? The number, your discriminant is negative number. Negative. Then what? If it is negative, then there's no real zero. So you just say it. There's no real zeros, right? There's no real zeros, right? And then let's think about the graph shape. So because when we think about the graph shape, you should use the original form, right? So your original A is negative, right? We just change it to positive to use the quadratic formula or factoring. But when you're graphing it, then you cannot get rid of this negative. You should keep it, right? So your A is negative, so graph looks like this, right? And then there's no real zeros. That means there's no x-intercepts. So I can just draw my x-axis like that. So there's no x-intercepts. And your graph opens down, and that's under the x-axis like that. And graph goes like this. Alright? That's it, guys. So like this guided practice, there's like when d is equal to 0, we don't have that. But you know, sometimes you get 0 for d, then you just say what? One solution. That's it. So discriminant, which is the inside of the quadratic inside of the radical of the quadratic formula. And if that is positive, you have 2 real zeros. If that is equal to 0, then you have 1 real zero. If that is negative, then there's no real zeros. And think about the format, guys. Quadratic formula that tells you what's the solution. So you get this plus minus square root of d 2a, right? And that sign, if that is positive, then you have this positive negative 2 solution. If this is equal to 0, then you just lose this entire thing. So you have only negative b over 2a because you don't have this, that will be 0, right? So that's why you have one solution. And if that is less than 0, then what? We cannot have negative number inside of the radical, so no solution because that's not a number. That's not real number. Okay? So that's it for today, guys. That's it for today. And today's lesson quiz. So, you know what, guys? Today, I went out because I've been home for 3 weeks. I didn't go out at all. So today I went outside and I went to the park and I walked a little bit and I went to the restaurant and got to-go food and ate in the car because we cannot eat in the store, right? We cannot eat in the restaurant. So I just pick up the food and my family, we enjoy the food in the car. And we ate some dessert and I came back. So lesson quiz. Okay, so where did Ms. Hong eat her dinner today? Okay, at home, in the park, in the car. Answers: in the car. Okay, I pick up the food and I ate in the car. So today's question: where did Ms. Hong eat her dinner today? Answers: in the car. Alright, guys, thank you for watching the video. You have great, amazing Monday, and tomorrow please complete your homework. Alright, and please complete your Alex also. It's almost over, but not yet. Alright, guys. Alright, bye bye. Have a great day.